Warning, censorship. Warning, censorship.
Adam Soos here for Rebel News. We had hoped with slackened restrictions that the persecution of Christian pastors in Alberta might be at an end. This was an overly ambitious hope, obviously, as Saturday morning we learned that the locks were changed at Fairview Baptist Church, at the church of Pastor Tim Stevens. One of the great audacities is the fact that Tyler Chandra, who targeted Pastor Tim Stevens and Jason Kenney, were just caught scoffing at the rules that they themselves were insisting these pastors adhere in the Sky Palace. So there's some great ideological malice being directed towards these pastors. That much has been made clear to us. Pastor Tim Stevens pointed out the great irony of this in a tweet, which read, "AHS seized our building. Fines, injunctions, imprisonment, and seizure of property will only demonstrate the folly of their actions and bring glory to Christ." Incredible that this happened in the same week our most senior officials were photoed flouting health orders. As a result of this hypocritical persecution, Pastor Tim Stevens and his congregation have once again taken worship underground. This is the second time they've done so. And if you'll recall, Grace Life Church, when their building was seized from them, did the same thing. But I can assure you, I attended worship today. The spirit is not one of sorrow or sadness. It's one of joy and worship. And these people under Pastor Tim Stevens will continue to worship and be joyful. In fact, they took time to pray by name for the very people who seized their church away from them. To be honest, I pity any government official who thinks that they will stop worship. For these people, and indeed for many Christians across this province, duty to God will trump any other duty. That is the message that has been echoed over and over again. And I can assure you, based on the message of the people attending worship, based on the repeated cries of these pastors, worship will go on like clockwork. For Rebel News, I'm Adam Soos. Pastor Tim Stevens is very lucky to have exceptional representation from the Justice Center for Constitutional Freedoms. But he's not the only pastor facing persecution right now. Pastor Artur Pawlowski, as you well know, is facing a serious court date coming up on June 28th. He needs all the help he can get. So if you're able to make a contribution, go to saveartur.com.